No expectations. You don't have to hang out with us forever.
Yeah, we definitely are live, boys and germs.
Sweet.
You can tell us a little bit about what you got going on.
We wanted to hear about your ride, man.
Ah,
If you're not
the
busy.
nightmares about it? The
Yeah,
nightmares about
all of it.
it?
I heard a little bit about your nightmare today.
Which nightmare?
I heard you got somebody sending you a Christmas gift early.
Or a late birthday present? Or a mix of both?
There you go.
Yeah. What's funny is you take the head unit completely apart, and the Pico fuse still has the nice, beautiful P on it.
Really?
Oh shit.
Yeah. But every other head unit I've seen on these videos, that thing's blown out like a big dog.
What do you think's wrong with it?
Honestly, I was really hoping it's the Pico. I'm hoping that somehow, amazingly, that the Pico stayed together, but it shot out. You know? Because if it shot out, then cool. It's,
How's
not
it?
getting any.
How's the doors coming out? I seen pictures of them the other day.
They're together. They need a midget to wire them to the amp.
Shit, me and Mike had a fun day today.
Yeah.
I heard.
Yeah. Forewarning.
What I want to know,
Go ahead.
how did it start?
Okay, so what happened? And this is all rookie mistake, error, dumb shit that should have never happened in the first place. Last week I got a deal from a dude for me and Mike for. I ended up picking up a 120 foot OFC welding cable for $150. So I split it
Okay.
down. I split it down the middle, and Mike needed a bunch, and I needed some. And I was out there yesterday, switching out what wires I had left in my car that was CCA stuff. So it was all OFC, and I went to run a run through the firewall, and I used the knife to poke a hole through the grommet.
He used a big fucking
Okay.
paring knife, like a potato knife.
And it slit a couple wires when I did it, and I didn't even realize until I was completely done with everything, and my alarm wouldn't work. Yeah, then my alarm wouldn't work on the car, and headlights was acting up, windshield wipers wasn't working right, and I got Mike on the phone with me. He's googling all this shit, and it's like, Mike's like, dude, check your harness of where the firewall is, because you might have nicked something. Sure enough, bro, I look down there and there's wires hanging.
Cut in half.
Slid them right in the middle. And it wasn't fun. And I'd probably still be out there working on it right now if Mike didn't come up today. He's small and skinny enough he could slide up in there and get both his arms in there to actually grab the shit.
The problem was that one of the wires was cut so close to the firewall that you had to put your hand in behind the brake pedal and the steering column.
Been there.
It was rough. I'm glad I was a little skinny, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it wasn't fun.
Oh no.
Nah, it wasn't horrible, man. It could have been a lot worse. At least it was only 2 wires.
Did you see John's
Yeah.
message, Mike?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
timing it.
Yeah, he said call him in like 12 minutes or so. He was driving or some shit.
Yeah, he's probably
So one of the fun things about the wiring was never buy a vehicle from a salvage, or it's not a salvage yard, but basically they had a lien sale. So I bought this little lien sale pickup truck. Always wanted it. Little 1991 Nissan extended cab King Cab D21. Always wanted one, so price was right. And I got it for under $1,000 and was able to drive it home. Thinking the rear end as I'm driving it home, thinking the rear end is going out. I get home and was like, all right, well, I'll just be careful, And I told my buddy that I got it, and he was like, all right, well, if you go anywhere, make sure you got phone service to call me if you need to tow home. I was like, all right. So I took it up into the mountains. And then I bring it home, nice fun time. Come home, figure, okay, I'll change out the rear end fluid and everything like that. Change out the rear end fluid just fine. It was clean. It was dirty, but it was good. There was no metal in it, no nothing, So put everything back together, filled it back up, started going down the drive line and found where they took electrical tape and pieces of wood to make a carrier bearing.
Oh,
That's what I was feeling going down the road at 55.
Oh, man.
Wow.
So got that replaced. Methamphetamines is great for people, especially wannabe mechanics.
Yeah, somebody was messing around.
Definitely
there.
keep your creative mind flowing.
So yeah, I learned never to buy a car from a place like that in a huge meth area, because the car's probably going to have as much problems as the people do.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Man.
Jeff, you want to shout out your channel real quick?
Channel name's Worldwide Team Bass Cat and Downriver Sound.
And let everybody know, Jeff, why you call it Bass Cat.
Because anybody with cats and bass is part of the Bass Cat group. And why I called it team instead of actual group is because if we are at World Finals and you don't know nobody, but there's another Team Bass Cat member, they could help you according to the rules.
That's smart.
So that's why I did it, because we're more of a group, because, there isn't any rules, any brand, things. It's just, bam. It's so people can help other people out, and it's cool that cats and bass. And most of the time you get cats wanting to be in the bass rides.
Yeah, for some reason cats love to lay on subwoofers.
Yeah, I could have sworn. I could have sworn when I first met you, you either showed it to me on your phone or something. You had I think it was a couple. I don't even remember what it was, but it was a speaker box, and that thing was sitting there playing 20 hertz, and your cat was just sleeping on top of it.
Yeah, there's a couple videos where I'm walking around, and I was kind of, one of the videos, I don't say it, but I was kind of like, okay, I know he's out here.
I'll be right back.
Because in the pictures you see on my Facebook, he's laying in the seat, while I'm rebuilding this truck from the ground up. I mean, I had to take the wire. They had some wire and some lights hooked up to the door switch that would relight up the whole cab, but the grounds were to the lights and the hots were grounded. So yeah, just crazy stuff I had to do on the wiring. I had to redo the whole loom. That was no fun. Ended
Yeah,
up
but that's one of
putting,
your bucket list trucks, isn't it?
yeah, and then ended up putting, yeah, the only thing I need to get now, truck wise, is a 1952 Chevy.
That's a
The
Step
good thing
side,
badass
is
five
truck.
window.
you may be able to find one of those out in Cali.
Dude,
You
there's
ain't
one
gonna
on my
find that
gold
here.
claim. It's just upside down and rustier, and it almost looks like it came from out there.
Why is it all rusty?
It's been out there since probably the 60s, but somebody rolled it out there and just got rid of it. It seems to be where the claim is, it seems to be like the locals' favorite dumping ground of vehicles.
Oh,
We'd
damn.
even had a police cruiser down there. So, yeah.
Ty.
But, yeah, I had to build up because if anybody knows a Nissan hardbody, I had to build up the the king cab floor after removing all the junk seats. So that's stacked wood, and I made a master template of it. So I do have those.
Nice.
And can easily make them onto nice 1/4-inch wood and ship them out, if I had to, for somebody so they could build the floor without taking the time to make the templates.
Yeah, it's always nice to have a master template.
Yeah, and I've
Ty, you're
got the
not in this
master
video.
door template. I've got the master door templates to the truck. I've even got a master for the king cab. I took the windows out as a lowrider, as a mini trucking thing, because I wasn't really sure at the beginning when I got this truck if I was going mini truck with it or if I was going to go, put a system in it. I knew I was going to have a system in it, but I wasn't thinking kind of this way. But
How big he was going to go with it and all that. 'Cause you're going all out, man.
You're trying to do things that most people ain't even trying to do.
Yeah, well, full wall build, basically, or full B pillar build. There's 17 cubes, and I'm using all of it almost. I think I might have skipped a half a cube.
So 16 and a half.
So, yeah. 16 and a half, and then that's, well, it might be 17 with all of the port area included and everything.
Is it just a ported enclosure or sixth order or what exactly was it again?
I've always liked sixths.
Yeah.
So the first one was a sport, Deathmont's Machete Sport V2 D2, which I wish they wouldn't have discontinued those. But it was a window up to the window height, 21.5-inch tall enclosure, 18 inches deep. I don't remember the exact cubage on what cubes, but the ports were stock to the D2 on the high side, and the low side was 4.5 times back and forth, which equals out to like 74 inches or something like that.
Damn.
By 74-inch length by 4 3/4 and wide by 20 inches tall is the inside port diameters. So I could play all the way down to 6. And
Keep saying He said, I can play down to 6 like that's normal.
Yeah. It was fun because I only had a Crescendo Symphony S1 on there, which is only like 1600 watts. And even getting down into the 12 volts where it was 1200 watts, 1150, I could still rattle the doors like a big dog, you know,
Yeah,
at 21,
Yeah.
21 to 24 shaking windows. This time we're going for two of the same subs, 2000 watts each. I'm going to strap those Avatar
Coax.
2000.1 Ds.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
The Avatar, let's see, what is it? I think it's the ABR 2000.1 Ds. But yeah, to get rid of 2 bass knobs and only have 1 bass knob, yeah, I'm going to strap them because they don't go through the RCA. They've got a dumb 1/4-inch jack.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think that would at least have like the RJ35 or whatever that is, that like
Right.
telephone cord jack.
Yeah.
Oh.
But what's crazy is one of the RCA cables goes from 1 amp to the other. So I only need 2 RCAs in. And then on the speaker wires is the jumper between the 2 amps, and then I'm running off both positives, which is going to be crazy to me.
Yeah, it's weird doing when you strap them.
Yeah. So it's going to be an experience because when I was testing them, testing them / breaking in the subs at the same time. And I don't really do it as nice as Defbont says to do it. Sometimes half volume just seems a little quiet at times.
So you give it a little more.
Yeah, you just give it a little more. But when the subs start jumping and you got to pad them, it's pretty good. You know?
Yeah.
But it's, yeah, the amps never got hot. The mids amp I think was the one that got warm, or it was the highs amp got hot. Of course, the highs amp, I'm trying to play it at like not even half power because the highs I have are only 30 watts each. RMS and 60 watts max, and I'm feeding them max power.
Yeah.
Why is it getting hot? You got a crazy ohm load on it or something?
No, I'm only at 4.
It's weird it's getting hot on you.
Yeah.
Right. The sub amps aren't, and that was surprising. But then I think about the Nendo. The Nendo never got hot, which was crazy because I left that thing playing just to play it for shit. I think it was like 13 hours straight.
Damn.
While I was working on other stuff, you know, around the house and stuff, cleaning the gutters, just, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Listen to some outside music, and then I started playing with it because it was like, all right, now that I'm done with all the chores outside, now it's time to play. And then it's like, dude, it's getting late.
Let her rip.
Let her rip, tater chip.
But those D7500s, they together, it was really hard to get them low on the voltage. with that little 1600 watt when they're both made for 6,000 watt amps
Oh yeah,
or 5K.
that shit'll last forever,
Yeah.
bro. You have to run it for days.
Yeah, so yes, I want 2 more. If anybody wants to contribute or knows Scotty or JP really good and can push their button.
D3400.
No, D7500s.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did a system a couple months ago with 2 Resilient Sound Platinum 18s with a 400 amp alternator, and we did a yellow top battery up front and a D7500 in the back, and it did it
Yeah,
on a Stetson Bravo 8K.
Nice.
Or if anybody happens to know Sean Mayo, he could probably get you a good discount on one too.
Yeah, well, 2 of them, because I
since we're
think that's
talking about that,
14.
now might be a good time for sponsor shout out.
Oh yeah,
Right.
You want to take care of that for us, Jordan?
yeah. So if you're on the stream watching, I'll go ahead and put it down in the comments right now. I got affiliate link for Big Jeff Audio. You go over to bigjeffaudio.com, or you can click on the link here. And what you want to do at checkout is put in Audio K5, and that's going to give you 5% off at checkout. And then also check out the Tip Top app that they have integrated into there. Basically what it is, if you got old phones or old computer, laptops, anything electronic, Big Jeff does this thing with that Tip Top app where you can throw him your old iPhone and get so much money off of your order. So you use the affiliate link, click on that, use Audio K5 at checkout, and then check out the Tip Top link too, and who knows how much you could get off. You may end up, you may only need to spend $500 and get half of it off using the Tip Top stuff. But yeah, I'll put that in the comments right now for everybody.
Nice. Yeah, I'm still fighting with the dude that was going to do the bracket for my truck for the 240 amp alternator, backed out.
Couldn't do it.
Didn't want to make the time to do it, is more what it felt like.
I get that.
Because, he was building rear ends for Camaros that are supposed to be like bulletproof. But, yeah. I was like, this will be an easy project for you, Tim. Here's the truck, here's everything, But got the truck back. Got the dash finally installed with the LED lights in it, and since it does have no air conditioning or anything, no defrost, I put the tweeters up in there in the dash where the vents were for 2 of them.
DP Base, what's up, man?
What's going on, everybody? And
it was DP Base. Sent a wave, a pink wave hand.
That's Demont.
Oh, what's up, buddy? Use that affiliate link. Go buy something.
And then threw down changed out the ECM and relocated it to right in front of the trans. Running 7 switches, one for the front battery bank that also turns on the head unit, one that runs the rear battery bank. Then you've got the LEDs and the fans, and then 1 switch per amp for the highs amp, the mids amp, and then the 2 subs amps.
So you got every individual amp on a switch?
Yeah. Yeah, and
Is
they
there a
can
reason
handle
for
up to
that?
20. I didn't want to leave it up to the remote wire
I mean,
on
so
the
for
head
example,
unit.
why wouldn't you have both bass amps on one switch?
Because the rear bank is its own, and I like to do a thing called park and pound, where sometimes I'll shut it off completely and just leave it playing.
Ah, that makes sense.
Okay, that makes sense.
Hey,
And that way I
See,
can
there's good
watch that
reason
rear
for that
battery
then.
bank.
hey, Mike, do me a
Yeah.
favor.
Yes, sir.
Turn your phone to the side. Like
Which
make it
side?
like turn your phone sideways. Damn it. Is your little thing your little
It's probably locked.
yeah, unlock it real quick. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, so when
Yeah, I know.
after this is over or whatever, whenever you go to watch the podcast back, you'll see what I'm
Yeah.
saying when I had you flip it. It makes you
It
full.
widescreens it. I
Yeah,
get it.
yeah, like how mine is on there. It's just like mine now.
It's just harder to hold the phone like that.
I mean, you don't have to. I
No,
just
but it makes better. It makes for better video.
yeah, it definitely does. Definitely a lot better video.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've got the rear volt meter is in the actual gauge cluster bezel. The front battery voltmeter is right next to the hazard lights.
Question:
Um,
Do you
huh.
do you and everybody does it differently? Do you run your voltmeters directly to the amp or to the battery bank?
I run them to the battery banks,
Same here.
or at least to the distribution blocks.
Yeah, I've seen it done like that as well. I've seen people do it like that, and then I've also seen where people will have like 2 voltmeters, and they'll have one of them on the battery bank and one of them directly on their amplifier, so they can see like what the battery bank is reading at versus what the amplifier is reading at. But I'm like you, I run it directly off the battery bank or distro bot close by.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Mike runs his that way too, but I think he's done it differently before as well, right?
I've done it about every way you can think of.
Yeah.
And come to really honestly find out there's no difference between what's going into the amp and what's on the battery. What you need to be worried about is what's inside the amp and the voltage rails, and there's really no way to
Yeah, that'd be nice.
there's
to
no
have
way to
something.
measure that. Well,
Yeah.
there is ways to measure that. Teramps makes one, DS18 makes one. The ones with the built-in voltmeters are catching the voltage off the rail.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
So I think those would be
That's like
more accurate than where I had
that'd be
mine.
like the old audio bomb.
It's exactly
Yeah.
like the audio bond.
Yeah. I miss the
And
old.
I don't know. I'm gonna guess those new DS18 amps do that too.
And yeah, for mids and highs, I've got the MTU 60 LEs
Big boss.
from Avatar,
Love them.
and yeah, I like them because they're even all the avatars seem to be this way. Even the XBR 613s
I have
seem to have
those as
more of a
well.
bass response.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they seem to have more of a bass response than a mid. I mean, yeah, they're still covering all the mids, but they go down into the mid bass.
For what
And
them
then the
things are, they're
Machetes.
awesome, dude.
Yeah, and the Machete AL 165Ts. They were the other coaxials. That was what I was running. I was running both sets of coaxials in the truck off deck power on all the old videos. Now we've got 150 amps of power, pushing 60 watts per channel on a 4-channel to 4 MT102 Machete tweeters that are discontinued. They take 30 watts RMS, 60 watts max, and I'm feeding them all 60 watts.
How do those sound?
They're 100.
Let me
They're
see if
loud.
let me see if my memory serves me right. When you had just the 4 6.5 coaxials and the doors on head power, wasn't you doing like 107 or 117 dB?
109.9 at 44.
And that was just off the doors?
That was just off. You had
Just
doors
off
and
the
head
door.
unit.
Yeah,
Damn.
just doors in the Pioneer, cheap old Pioneer. I don't even think that thing's 200 watts total.
Probably not. You probably couldn't get
You
200
know,
watts
but-
out of that thing on a good day with it being brand new.
Yeah. So,
But it does probably
Now
have
with-
5-volt pre-outputs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why people buy
But-
that shit.
You know, he's got an old school Pioneer. How low is your Pioneer?
yeah. This one's, what is it? 2000 something? Like early 2000s?
Is it the one with the dolphins?
No.
Nah, that would have been earlier than that.
Yeah.
Damn.
I had
really?
one of those. The sad part is they do not have USB outputs
Yeah.
or because the oldest one you can go back to is like the PRF 80, and then you're getting USBs, or like this one has the USB with the auxiliary right in the front, and that's it. But still, that works.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know.
that's all you need.
Yeah, I remember
But
back in the
it's,
day, man, nobody had USB or anything like that. We put all our music on CDs.
We were trying to figure out how to
Right.
keep our CD players from skipping.
Yeah.
Yep.
I took my head unit
Yeah.
out. I took the head unit out and wrapped rags around it. And
That's what
slid
I've
it
done that.
back in there.
What was your favorite method, Jeff?
I actually, since I had that real, I've been lucky enough to have a couple crossovers in my earlier systems. And once the Alpine got stolen out of the Biscayne, I took the RCA jacks to a 1/4-inch head jack and was running my Walkman for a while and just resting it on my leg.
Oh, shit.
We
And
went straight to the same place.
You know, and my Discman, I mean, dude, throw the Discman on there and yeah, the thing worked just fine. And it didn't skip on your leg as bad as it did in the head unit.
That's a pretty, yeah.
You remember those
So what I
tank
ended up doing was taking the mounting kit off of mine and just putting it in the hole and wrapping a beach
Yeah.
towel around it.
Yeah.
But the front
Oh,
of it would
wow.
get so hot that you couldn't hardly touch it no more to change tracks and shit.
You guys remember putting
Oh.
the little cassette that had the fucking aux cord that came off of it? You plug it
Yeah.
into the cassette and then you could hook it up to your fucking Walkman CD player or whatever. You got a CD player in the car.
Had that little goofy plastic
remember
spring
that.
mounting kit that it sat on.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If you had one of them back in the day, you was balling, dude. With your
Yep.
Yeah.
binder full of mixtape CDs. Oh yeah, dude.
Yep.
Hey, my very first system had a fucking Pioneer Super Tuner 3 tape deck.
It was pretty nice.
Nice. Yep.
Tape.
I thought I was the shit when I had a Super Tuner. Because if you remember
I've
right,
always liked-
you could hit the fast forward and rewind button at the same time, and it was like track skip.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know
I
exactly
like.
what you're talking about. I remember that.
Not all tape players done that back in the day.
Nope.
I never understood how that worked, because it would be like skipping the track.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no clue how that stuff works.
I had one that had double reader heads on it, where you didn't have to pull the cassette out and flip it over to play the other side, or the
Oh man, I bet that was nice.
you know what I'm talking about, where you had to flip it
I
over to
do,
play
yeah.
the
Yeah.
yeah.
I'd seen it at like Target and Sears, and
Yeah,
I just
it would
that would have
put.
never been in my realm.
There was a button that you pushed on. I had a car whenever I was younger that just had it in it. I don't even know if it was aftermarket. It might have been able to skip through the songs too, because
I
I
bet it
remember
probably
that.
could if it could read both sides.
I remember that fucking that fucking that trick where you push the two buttons and it skips over the next song. I remember that very vaguely though, but I definitely remember it.
None of my other radios done it, just that Pioneer.
What buttons was it that you
We're
pushed?
gonna.
Play and
I
rewind.
think you fast forward and play, or
Yeah.
fast forward and rewind.
Yeah.
That's true.
I don't remember. Man, that was a long time. You didn't ever have to worry about your music skipping though.
No, hell no.
Right.
Just every once in a while, the tape would spit out the front of it.
Yeah. So we need to get you a set of M60 SQLs, Jordan.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know what
because
that
if
is.
you're running, they're 6.5 inch from Def Bonds. I begged and begged and begged when I found out they came out with them when they were over in Russia. And I begged and begged and begged and just kept bugging them about when they were coming here.
Let me look them
And
up.
they finally got them over here. They're a really nice mid, and with the mixture of the 60 LEs
What is the
from the Avatar,
what's the model number on those again?
M60 SQL.
Avatar,
Nope,
Def Bonds.
Apocalypse. Yeah, Apocalypse. They're
M60
Sylvester.
M60 SQL.
Yep.
Let's see here. Oh yeah, them look nice, dude.
Dude, that magnet is super bootied, bro.
Yeah, it looks like a big one.
Super,
100
super booty.
says 100 to 1300 hertz. Aluminum
Yeah.
coil. 150 watts RMS. 97.5 dB. Damn. The VAS is 5.20 liters.
Yeah, I've got them both sharing the door, and they're loud.
They're not
All
that
three pieces
expensive either.
together. No,
109
And-
bucks for a pair.
I'm running the 4 6.5s off of the ABR 460.4 from Avatar.
Yeah.
It's an AB amplifier, so they're really clean sounding. I'm running the ABR 240.4 for the MT 102s, which I wish the MT 102s weren't discontinued, but whatever. I'm sure the T39s, if they're still in stock.
I was thinking
Yeah,
about getting the what is that? The the ones that I already got, but the 61s instead of the 60s.
Okay,
M-
MTU,
yeah, the MT.
MTU.
Yeah, 61s. I was looking at them too. I don't know what the whole difference is with them. I know they hold a little more power, but
hold more power, half-inch bigger coil. Frequency response is a little different. I want to say the dB is like stupid close though.
Huh.
And the reason why I had to go with why I went with the ABR amps, them being AB quality instead of the Class D, is one for size and placement and the low wattage. You know, because I think I'm pushing 115 watts per channel or something like that at a 4 ohm load.
Yeah.
So I can still make room in my doors for 2 more 6.5s and run 4 6.5s off this thing at a 2 ohm load.
Yeah, I got all
You
mine
know.
ran off of a Stetson Bravo 800 by 4. And
Nice.
they sound so good, dude. And for what they are, they
Yeah.
get super loud.
Yeah.
Then I
Yeah, I
got
was noticing on my doors, I was noticing the standouts for them that I made. Unfortunately, they sit right at the door, right in the seats.
Oh, dang.
But at least I've got them. I've got them grilled up, so that's a plus.
They can't get messed up.
Yeah.
Mike, what happened with John? I seen he texted or something and said he tried to get in and wouldn't let him.
I was trying to add him in just now, but it won't. It's like it won't let me. See if you can add him in.
Let's see. Well, it shows that he's on here.
It won't let you call him either.
Let's see.
It's almost like he just needs to hit that join button.
But yeah, right now I'm working on the center console
Oh, damn, what'd I do?
for the 2 amp.
Oh, damn. What in the hell did I do? If I lose you guys, I'll be right back. I don't know what the hell happened. Alright, I'm back. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what the hell happened.
You don't want to leave the window up and see what it'll do?
I can't hear Bass Cat no more for some reason.
I was just hearing him. Jeff, you still there? I hear his background.
Huh. Maybe we can only have 3 people in here at once?
Maybe so.
I guess if we don't hear anything back from Bass Cat here in a second, we'll just end it and then
Yeah.
we can try to get...
Jeff, you there, buddy? All right, y'all. We must be having some technical difficulties from California.
California. We'll be right back with more people. Oh, my favorite friend. All right, now try to add him in.
I don't know what happened here. My phone went all crazy.
Damn, I can't hear you either.
Well, I think my Bluetooth shut off.
Like, I hear you, but just barely.
Yeah, I know. I don't see you either.
Your camera's off.
Not on my phone.
I can't see you. Now I can.
No, there you are. Okay. That's weird.
I can hear you just fine too now.
Yeah, my Bluetooth. Whatever happened, my Bluetooth shut off.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, y'all. Technical difficulties. Are we live?
Yeah, we're good. We're still on there. We just lost Jeff.
Yeah. I tried to hit John. Yeah.
There he
Base
goes.
Caddy answers. Base Caddy be answering if he's got service.
Says he
Or that's
joined.
Jeff trying to come back in.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, dude, your service sucks, bro.
There you are, homie.
Yeah, it's cracking up. That's why it wouldn't go through.
I was wondering. What do you have, like horrible phone service where you live or something?
Not usually.
That's weird.
Maybe it's trying to connect to the Wi-Fi. I turned the Wi-Fi off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it seems like it's all right now. I don't think he's lagging too bad.
Damn, there's Jeff. Try it now. You can try to add Jeff back in if you want to.
So what's going on with you, Base Caddy? What's going on your way? We're live, by the way.
Yeah, say what's up to the YouTube.
Oh, okay. What's up? What's up, YouTube?
I don't know if we even have anybody watching tonight.
Yeah, we do.
We
Yeah.
do?
Yeah.
What's up, y'all? I don't know. We're just kind of having like Q&A question and answer tonight. We talked to Base Cat for a little bit about his system. You want to tell us what you got?
Yeah, show us.
Yeah, sundown. Show you.
Yeah, show us and talk about it.
Yeah? Well,
I
maybe
got
so.
you.
It's just starting to sketch out pretty bad. Oh, you're back.
Alright. Got a 40 amp hour Headway lithium battery. The Terramps MD5K. 300.
300 amp
You don't
all.
need to see that. You can't see it anyways. It's all tucked in there.
Yeah, most of them are nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
good.
sucks.
Yeah, me and Mike was talking about your box that we're gonna be building for that thing.
Yeah. Can't wait.
Yeah, I promise it'll be better than what's in it.
Sundown X15 in this horrible box from Butt Runs.
But
It was a good box. It was a good box at one time. Hey,
At
does
one
he
point.
he still got your A pillars?
Yeah, he does.
hey, check this out.
Yep.
Look on my shirt. Does that look familiar?
Yeah. I got that logo on the other box he built me.
Yeah. When I first
Little
started getting
purple
boxes,
logo.
when I first started getting boxes off of him, he didn't even do that. It wasn't until he started getting popular with everybody that he started putting his name on them and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
because
shame
the first
too, 'cause
one
he
I
was
got, he
good.
didn't do that either.
Yeah. So we're thinking super low tuned with the port up through your rear deck.
Definitely. I
We'll do
actually
like-
had that idea with the big ass court, but it definitely wouldn't have fit.
Yeah, that thing's
No,
like
we'll
a
have to
foot.
do a square port and just fit it up through there.
Do a port like what's
Because
on
we-
my wall.
As long as we're wanting to make it, we're talking about like maybe 35 inches.
Okay. Now, there's not a whole lot of room once you go up through the rear deck before you hit windshield.
It'd be
That's
pretty
all right.
much,
We just need it to pass through.
yeah, it'd be pretty much flush.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
okay, that'd be
we'll
cool.
leave just enough room to where it can't flex off the window, or the window can't flex off
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah, definitely. Because it's going to be doing that for sure.
Dude,
It
it's,
Yeah,
already
okay.
does a little bit.
it's gonna be nasty, bro. compared
It's gonna
to
be
what it
super
is now.
low.
Gotta be super low, and the bass response is going to be totally different because it's going to be ported into the cabin.
Right.
You'll be so
Yep.
much happier.
It's
We
really,
just don't think the ski hole's big enough
Yeah,
to
it's
do
go-
what we want to do.
even though it's not going
Yeah.
to be a bandpass style enclosure, it's going to act as if it's a bandpass style enclosure because it's going to be in a sealed trunk with it ported
With the subs.
Right.
through to the cabin. So it'd be
That's
like
awesome.
it'd be like your cabin is your ported area and the trunk is the sealed section. So
Right.
It's going to act as if it's a bandpass. It'd probably be super loud, dude.
Have you ever? Did you ever sit in any of them trucks at Slamology that were cut through the bed?
Oh yeah.
That's what it's
It's
going to
gonna,
be like.
it's gonna be similar to that,
That's
without all
awesome.
the prettiness.
I didn't even think of it that way.
Yeah, well, we talked about doing it a couple of different ways, but trying to get you low tuned like that with as big as we're gonna have to build the box, it's just gonna have to be it's just gonna have to come out the box and up through the back
Do you
to give
have
us enough port length.
do you have
Yeah.
any sound deadening in your car?
Oh yeah.
You do?
Not in the cabin, but in the trunk. I got a lot.
We're going to need to pull your headliner down and do the whole roof.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. That thing doesn't have a sunroof or anything, does it?
No sunroof.
Good. Less to have to
Yeah,
deal
it's-
with.
Right. Absolutely.
Well, especially
Less
because
stuff to break.
yours is going to be 215s ported from the trunk on a bunch of power. Dude, once you get to that level and you got a sunroof, dude, you gotta do something with it because it just starts making so much fucking noise, man.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I bet.
Yeah. Like in Mike's car,
I
his sunroof shit, man, there's shit broken up in there.
yeah. I'm
Oh, yeah,
scared
I
to
got
open my
videos.
sunroof.
Yeah.
You haven't been in
Of
the
the
new
old
car yet, have you?
No, I got videos of the
Of the Edge.
Yeah, Edge.
Yeah, that poor sunroof took a beat and it wouldn't open. It was stuck
No.
shut. The last time I had it open, we had to force it shut, and it wouldn't ever open again after that.
Damn.
We was just
I
messing.
wasn't.
Go ahead.
I wasn't going to get another car with a sunroof, but I wanted an Envoy XL. That's what I wanted, so I had to settle for a sunroof.
But yeah, dude, to put it this way, I was at Mike's house and we was fucking around. And this was on low power, not doing anything too crazy. And we wanted to see if it'd blow my hair around just for the fuck of it. And he played
Right.
like 2 or 3 different songs and it was doing it with ease. And that's before the big C-Max that we're about to put in and all
Right.
the other crazy shit that's about to happen. It's going to be nasty, dude.
Got a better
can't wait to
radio,
hear
too.
Realistically, when we're done with yours, it should be blowing hair too. When it ported into the cabin.
Oh,
and
yeah,
stuff,
it'll
should
definitely be blowing hair.
It should be super
his-
low. And
His shit moves hair the way
That's
it is
my
now.
then it's definitely gonna be floating shit. Then.
You should be able to hair trick at that point, not just blow
Right.
it around. Maybe not with the
Yeah.
windows fully down, but it's hard to. Man, I don't care what anybody says. It is hard to do a full hair trick unless you are B-pillared, tuned low, with reinforced roof and stripper pole and.
To really do a hair trick where you're really whipping the hair around, you need to be able to play under 20 hertz, really loudly. Like
Right.
if you can do a
With
one.
authority.
If you can do a 148 to 150 under 20 hertz, you can hair trick all day long.
You
Like,
should be
good.
able to.
Yeah.
Because I personally know a guy that has 2 Scar 15s on an MD8K in an Impala. And he's got to roll his window up a couple of inches, but then he can fill the whole window and just.
Yeah.
But he's playing, like you said, I think he's playing like 22 hertz or something.
Dude, that build that I told you about from Base Wars Finals, that dude that had the 2 SDDN 12s and just a ported box in his trunk, face forward. Like I said, he got first place, did a 156 at 28 hertz, and then in the demo video that I watched, Dude, he was sitting there, had both the front doors open, and was blowing hair and shit. And this was 212s, bro. But
Right.
it was on fucking Apocalypse 20K, so.
Oh, okay. He goes through some subs.
Oh, yeah,
I bet.
probably, dude.
Probably.
Just like that
Someone
Steve,
like me, though.
that Steve Duncan dude. I got a demo of his shit at XS Power, and he has to change subs multiple times every day that he plays, bro. Like
Oh, my God.
That thing's brutal.
Yeah, like we literally sat there and watched him load in a couple brand new subs, and I watched him do 4, 5, 6 different demos, and then when I get in for my demo, the damn surround on one of the subs was already ripped apart. Where it was brand new. The damn thing wasn't even broke in yet, and it was already about to go. But
He don't care. He just throws them in and wangs on them.
Yeah, he's got 2 JP83s on each sub though.
Yep.
Yeah, he's putting like 20K on each fucking sub, dude. This shit's retarded.
Easy.
I think it was something like that. It was either that or it was 183 JP83 on each sub. I'd have to go back to the video and look, but whatever it was, the thing was it's the craziest demo I ever got, dude.
So, John, while we got some people online here and watching, getting ready to redo your system, do you got any kind of questions that you'd want to ask us, or maybe the people might be able to help?
Not really. We pretty much got everything figured out. We know what my goal is.
Do you have a goal numbers wise?
I'd like to be able to do a 152 at least. But my main goal is to just flex the shit out of my car and float hair, float towels and all that.
Definitely be able to achieve that goal.
Yeah, at least you're not thinking unrealistically.
Yeah, I'd say
Right.
you'd be able to do 50s when that's all said and done. I don't know
Have you
about
decided
on
what
your
you're gonna-
5K. You're going to need a bigger amp if you want to do that. I don't think.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
getting
yeah.
ready to ask.
5K.
Have you decided what you're going to buy first yet?
I'm gonna buy the amp first.
That's probably good thinking. That sub will always be there. The amp may not be. We don't want to tell everybody where it's at either.
And plus, you mentioned Black Friday sales. That's probably gonna be 20%
Yeah.
off or even more.
Yeah, somebody will have it. Down for Sound will definitely have some kind of sale.
Oh yeah,
What amp are you wanting to get?
the Stetson was it 12K?
Yeah, it's the Bravo 12K.
Yep.
Bravo full or
I sent it to you.
I can't remember.
I can't remember. I think it's a Bravo full.
That'd be enough. You're gonna need more lithium too.
Yep. Most likely C Max.
Yeah, you're gonna need us to build you a 45. I got a
Yeah, you're
45
talking to the
amp
right
hour
guy.
on my 12K, and it is fucking plenty enough. So
Yeah, it's way plenty. And you've got a bigger alternator than he does.
yeah, I got a 290 on
Okay.
mine.
What brand?
Autotech.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And on the birth sheet, it did like 310 amps or whatever, but it's
Nice.
essentially a 290.
What do you got, John? JS?
Yep. JS 300.
I
I got a
went.
JS. Marcus has got a JS. Hey, JS alternator, man. We've got half a team here with JS alternators. I mean,
They
can we
won't.
get a
Yeah.
discount?
They won't make one for me.
Can we at least get you to make one for a teammate?
I went with JS first and I
Yeah.
paid for it and everything. They was like, "Oh yeah, we can do it, no problem." Da, 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 da. And they emailed me back like 2 days later and was like, "Oh, we're sorry, I gotta give you a refund. We don't make the alternator for your car."
What do you
Damn.
want to bet 10 to 1? They just looked at it, seen it said K24 on it, assumed that case was the same one like your wife's got, and assumed they could do it. And then when they went to build it, they were like, we don't have that casing or that appendix or whatever.
Yeah, that's
They're always
exactly
right
what
with
happened.
I've heard a
I
lot
mean-
of people that have been waiting 4 or 5 months for an alternator because they're waiting on cases.
Yeah.
And who is that from? Just different
JS.
brands. Oh, I wonder if JS didn't get behind when they went together with Jeep.
You know who else can't make an alternator for my car?
Who's that?
McMahon.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Even
I
on,
wonder what's so weird about your car.
well, if you go to McMahon or JS alternator and you put in your car model and shit, it shows that they don't make alternators for the Honda CRV past the year 2014. They go from like 2002 or some shit like that all the way up to 2014. But then after that, they don't make them for anything past that, which is dumb.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean,
How many of those are on the road?
that's like an average year of car to be on the road now.
Right.
There's got to be something weird about your casing or the way it mounts, or
Well, the fucked up thing is that Illis alternator dude, my first big alternator I bought, he's not even fucking up there in the same category as JS and Autotech. And he built me one fucking no questions asked. Yeah, here you go, buddy. No problem. Autotech, no problem. Gotcha.
no problem. Here you go.
The only thing was with Autotech, I had to have a spacer washer that was like a 5/8 inch thick or something like that, about a 1/2 inch thick washer to where the bracket goes. With my Illis alt, it wasn't like that. It just fit on there perfect. And then with the Autotech, they didn't tell me in the paperwork that it came with. It said you may need something like that. So I'm sitting there trying to put it on, and I'm on the phone with them and emailing them and shit. I'm like, this thing does not fit on here. And I got looking at it, and I had my stock one next to it. And I'm like, okay, this one's a little wider. And then I just started fucking around, and I threw a fucking little washer up in there. Like I said, it's about 1/2 inch wide, and it was perfect for it. Lined up. the
Yeah,
belt
you'd
and
think if they
everything
knew that
perfect.
was, you'd think if they knew that was a possibility, they'd throw that washer in. Autotech's pretty good about throwing all the little knickknacks in that you need.
Yeah. I don't think they knew that it needed it.
Probably not. It probably when they, when we get into custom, I mean, no matter how you look at it, when you order that alternator, it's custom.
Yeah.
And sometimes custom just don't always fit. You got to custom make it to work. Like when you put a Ford Edge alternator in an Envoy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right.
I don't know one person that would do that.
I don't either, man.
Mike.
Because it definitely wouldn't ever work because
No,
it's a
there's
Ford.
just no way, dude. You could not put a Ford on anything GM parts.
Impossible. Yeah.
So don't ever try it, guys, because it's physically impossible. Mike did it.
It works perfectly fine. Works great.
It's just upside down. That's it. But the wheel turns the same way, bud.
It's a little sideways too, but that's okay. The wheel turns and puts out power.
It's really going to be putting out some power when I bring that bank down there with them diodes.
Absolutely.
We're definitely going to put it
That
through its
thing
paces
looks
at that
beautiful.
point.
It should be
I know,
right
dude. I
about
seen it.
16
I seen it
volts.
today. Dude, it's heavy.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
heavy. I told you, bro, that motherfucker weighs probably 100 pounds.
I bet it weighs a
Man.
good 80 to 100 pounds.
It's a lot bigger than what it looks like on pictures. It's a big
It really
ass
is.
fucking-
It's almost as big as an island, like an island above a sink. Like
Right.
it takes up that whole counter space. Like to look at Jordans and go, yeah, that's a pretty good size. And you'd think two of them. But when you look at the whole thing put together, it's just, I don't know, it's got to be an optical illusion.
Mine was heavy too, and it was only half that.
Did you put yours in by yourself?
Yeah. Hung it on the wall and everything, bro. While I'm sitting there trying to drill screws into the damn fucking... It was a bitch.
Did you pre-drill it first?
Yeah, I pre-drilled one of them, one of the holes, just so I could get it hanging, and then I fucking slid it up sideways and... After I got
That
two
was
screws
no
in there,
fun.
it was holding, so...
Yeah, I think we'll pre-drill all my holes first.
Well, I mean, I definitely pre-drilled them through the angle
Oh,
wire.
through the aluminum. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I meant.
Yeah, oh, dude, there's no way. I don't even think you might be able to get it. You cannot, bro. I'm saying right now, a self tapper is not going through that.
No, you gotta drill that out with a drill bit.
Yeah, there's just no way. And I bought brand new bits that are to go through angle iron, bro. And I was still all my weight on there.
Yeah, I got to thinking about it, and I need a little better drill to drill through it.
Oh yeah.
Remember how my drill was acting?
Yeah, I mean, I can bring mine down when we go to do it. It's
When we
no
do
big deal. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, tomorrow's a no-go. Did you know that only like 5 states celebrate that Sweetest Day?
Oh, really?
That's what I was reading. John, you know what Sweetest Day is?
Yeah, I do, but I'm not celebrating it this year.
I bet you're not.
Uh-oh.
Celebrate it with your system.
Yeah, well, I do that every day.
There you go. Take it out for a good bumping ride. Show us some
I
love.
hope she don't get pregnant.
I don't know. She might pop out another sub.
Hopefully, hey, there you go.
Yeah, it might pop out a Sundown U8.
Yeah.
A little baby 8.
Little baby 8.
What the hell is sitting in your back deck, bro? I know it's a speaker. I can see it from here.
Oh yeah, that's Def Bonts. I think it's the Sylvester.
He runs, yeah, it's
I
a
got
6.5
two of
Sylvester Arnold or something like that.
Why is it just sitting
All
in the
you-
deck?
I didn't want to get messed up, and I didn't want to put it in my trunk either.
Is it hooked up?
No,
Oh.
no. I got. You're gonna laugh, but I got
Yeah,
that
watch
one
this.
hooked up.
What one?
We can't really see it.
I couldn't see it.
You can't see it. Yeah.
That's his passenger
Well-
floorboard, and that's a speaker sitting there
No.
hooked up.
No, that's not hooked up anymore. It's up on my
Oh,
dash, on my driver's side. Yeah, I gotta get him in my doors.
He's got some nice ass
I went
mids and
down
highs,
to
and he
eight.
just got them laying around. All you guys running Def Bonds, dude. Maybe I'm just gonna have to switch.
Def Bonds for the win. Avatar.
Mm.
I'm pretty happy with my DS18. We like it loud.
Yeah, I haven't even heard these speakers like amplified. They're just hooked up to the radio.
Oh, if they're just
So-
sitting on the damn dash, you're not hearing them anyway, bro. They gotta be in the door where there's back.
I
Yeah.
told him I'd build him little pods.
All you need is a 6.5-inch fucking MDF ring, mount it to the door, and put the damn speaker in there. Or you
No,
could-
they're 8.
they're 8s. Oh, they're 8-inch
Yeah.
speakers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we'd have to cut some shit.
Mm-hmm. How come custom speaker pods don't make? You either have a truck, or you're not getting a pod.
They
Why
don't
don't
make them
the-
for my
they-
car either, bro. Fuck them guys.
Yeah, that's.
Well, you don't got a truck.
Yeah.
Come get some boombox mic doors.
Yep.
Drop me
I
off your door
definitely need to
panels
get-
for a couple weekends.
Get them in some pods.
Yeah, I can get 6-inch pods, 6.5, 8s, 10s.
Yeah.
Yeah, I plan on focusing on getting this system done. I mean, it's been 2.5 years.
In that amount
Yeah,
of
'cause
time,
we-
I changed my shit 5 times.
Yeah, I have to,
Right.
because we need you at the show next year.
Yep. I plan on being there.
There's only 4 of us last year.
Yeah.
And Marcus,
What the hell?
I hope they announce soon. I hope they announce soon when it's going to be, or where it's going to be.
Right.
We shall see.
Yeah. Beginning of the year, I'm sure we'll hear something.
Yeah, I think Marcus fell asleep on us tonight, bro.
I think he fell asleep on us too.
That's all right.
Yeah. He'll probably be back next week.
Look, Mike, there's your seat, bud.
I know, man. I could have just been chilling right there.
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad I left when I did, though. It got pretty dark on me on the way home.
Yeah, it was for the better.
Yeah.
Need to
Kids
tear
were
that
hungry when I
super
got
bank
home.
open, bro.
Yeah.
Pop it open, bro. See what's inside of it.
It's not here. I accidentally left it in my wife's car.
Well, I'm not talking about right this second.
Oh, I was going to go do it right this second. I was getting ready to get up.
Well,
But,
I'm definitely curious to see what's in that son bitch.
yeah, I guess I am too. My curiosity is it fixable if I get a hold of excess power? What was that?
Trash.
Yeah, my wife almost had to drive my car today, and I would not have been happy if she would have got in it because my passenger floorboard is trashed.
Man.
Man, it's bad. Dude, it's worse than it was last time you were here.
Yeah.
We all been there. Get in the car, throw something over there. Get in the car, throw something over there. Get in the car,
Yeah.
throw something over there.
And my problem is I'm taking breaks in my car, so I'm throwing my fucking cracker wrappers and pop bottles and...
Yeah, and you always have that thought, yeah, I'll clean this out when I get home. And then you get home and you're like, fuck that shit, I'll do it
I'm too
later.
tired. Yeah, I'll do it later.
Yeah.
What kind of speakers do you got factory in your back deck right now? John?
There, I took it out. It was just a factory subwoofer, Bose.
So there's no speakers back in there now at all?
No.
So is that where you're going to put those 8s?
You know what? That'd probably be a good idea.
It'd be so easy to put them back there, bro.
Right. Yeah.
Yep.
And a couple
I
tweeters.
I was thinking being Arnold's, they're probably not very good door speakers.
Throw them 8s in the back deck and then put some good speakers in your front deck or in your front doors with tweeters
Yeah.
up front, and that thing would be
And
perfect.
6.5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get
Yeah,
some
the 6.5.
Is that what they take up front? Is 6.5?
Yep.
Yeah, get you some good
Think so.
6.5s for up front and some tweeters for like the pillars or something like that. And then
Yep.
throw them 8s in the back deck. And as long as they're all on a good amp, bro, that shit will scream, bro. It'd be plenty for you. I think you'd be real happy with it. And it won't be too hard to do it.
Mm-mm.
Right.
Putting them 8s in that back deck would be easy.
A lot.
That's why I was hoping there was already speaker cutouts that we could build like a little lid for it to just
No.
sit in.
Shit, you
Right.
you get your new amp and you keep that 5K, you can use that 5K for all the doors and shit because it's a full bridge.
That was the
Yep.
plan.
Yeah. Yep.
Be plenty enough power for all that. Hell, I have all my doors and shit on an 800 watt amp and they scream, dude.
And they
So,
scream.
5K.
Yeah, so it'd be easy on it.
Yeah,
It'd have
Oh
plenty
yeah,
of-
that thing would be turned so far down.
Yeah, you get. I feel like you get more for your power on door speakers and shit because you got a lot more.
better efficiency.
Your damn it, what's that word, Mike? I don't know why I'm having a brain fart. Your not your sensitivity, but your. We're always talking about it.
I'm always talking about it.
Your efficiency
Efficiency.
is so much higher with
Yeah.
mids and highs than it is with subwoofers.
Yeah.
Is it because they don't move as much or what?
Yeah, you don't have ohm rise with mids and
With
highs
mids.
and stuff like that. Like if you're wired at 1 ohm, they're playing at 1 ohm. They're not going to move.
Right.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have ohm rise with door
So
speakers.
even when you know how you ohm out a mid or your subwoofer and then you push on it and it moves. So
Yeah.
when you force that mid range to move, it may go from like 3.8 to 4.2.
Yeah, instead of 50.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it barely moves. And so unless you've got some major bass going, unless you're playing like down in the 60s or 70s maybe with your mid bass, you're probably not even moving that speaker. So it's probably not even rising.
Reva
Yeah.
says
That's
hi,
why when you
guys.
watch- So that's why who did?
Reva. She said hi, guys.
Hi,
Laugh
Reva.
out loud.
So that's
I
why when you're wiring up your mids and highs on like a full bridge amp, you got to be real careful. You can't go under ohm load, not even tenths, because there's no rise to help catch that.
Yeah. Huh.
But after hooking that new Stetson 4-channel up in the car, I see the difference between, what would you call it, monoblock power versus
4-channel power.
full. Yeah, like what would that be, like AB channel versus D power?
Yeah.
It's not really that. You can tell the power's not there, but it's like it don't need it because it brings out so much more of the clarity of the music.
Yeah.
I don't really know how to explain it. Because
Yeah,
I swear that 800 watt 4-channel does every bit of what my 1600 watt monoblock does.
right.
I'm sorry, I'm making everybody sick swinging my phone around. I'm trying to plug it in.
Hell, I went for a long time just running a 400 watt 4-channel, and that was to everything, and I still was plenty fine. Yeah, it wasn't super duper loud, but hell, my tweeters up front was loud enough that most people that got in there asked me to turn them down because they was hurting their ears.
Hey, John, how loud's my doors?
Pretty loud.
I was
Yep, we
surprised.
heard them the other night.
Yeah, they get down, bro. Them fucking speakers that's in the back above the subs, that back deck, dude, them things will bust your eardrums out, man. I had my head
Yeah.
right next to him when we was tuning it, and I swear, dude, I was feeling the bass thumping off of them in my brain. That damn 60, 70 hertz mid bass, boop, 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 boop. It's like wanging my head around.
Yeah, because I've got them things turned down to like 100 with a slight slope. Yeah, I bet they are picking every bit of 80 hertz up.
Yeah, I think I have my so my doors are at 100, and then now that's the high pass is at 100, and then the high pass on the back deck is at 120, and then I get all that other range in there. So anything really under so my subs play up to, I mean, they can play up to 60 if I want them to, but I don't really play up higher than 45 or 50. So from 20 hertz, well, really 18 is as low as I ever go. 18 up to 45, and then I probably should have something that could play 50 up to 100 in there to fill that area up that I got missing information, but
Mm-hmm.
it really don't bother me any, and I don't really notice. You know what I mean? And
Right.
that's just where the crossovers are. So even though they're at 100, I'm sure if I'm playing 80 hertz frequencies that they're coming through, they're just crossed.
Weak.
Yeah, they're crossed over with the dB per octave at a slope, so a
Right.
lot less power at that frequency range. So
And that's where I put those two 6.5s above the wall on a full range and turned them down. Hopefully the oak slope would catch where my subs stop at like 60 or whatever, 70.
yeah, like
And I miss that. But I'm like you, I don't notice I'm missing it because I don't hear it.
right, yeah, and that like I said, them frequencies are still playing. They're just cut way down. They're in the middle of the V. You know what I mean? And then if I'm playing, if I'm not using my USB and I got Pandora on or whatever, I let my subs play whatever. If the song goes up to 70 hertz or whatever, I'll play it. But I'm not playing it at full tilt. There's just no
Right.
way.
And you're also counting on your DSP to filter those out for you.
Right. Yeah. you got your filtering as well, and then
Yeah.
because in my car, like it loves 20 to 45 ish, but anything above that, it just the subs get hot quicker. I just noticed that it doesn't sound as good playing up higher than that. It just definitely likes that bandpass range of around 20 to 40.
I would say when you're getting up in the 50s and 60s, you're well out of box tune.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, with it peaking at 35 right now, 50s and 60s is way out of there.
Right. I mean, it's not way out of the realm, but it's far enough.
Yeah.
That's really where you should probably have your DSP crossed over at, but
Yeah. Well, see, I had it like that at first when I first put the door speakers in there. Them avatars, I'm wanting to say the ones in the doors was crossed over a lot lower, but it muddied it up some. It was like too much. So I messed with it until it started getting cleaner and cleaner. Like it would sound really good at low volume with it crossed over down that low, but as soon as I gave it more than half the knob, you could hear distortion and shit coming through where them speakers just didn't like playing that frequency very much.
Yeah, just because the speaker says it can play, let's say, 50 hertz to 5 kilohertz, you're talking that 50 hertz is the very bottom of the range that you want to try and be playing it at.
Yeah.
It's really going to start losing efficiency and power and capabilities at that point.
Right. Yeah, definitely.
They're just not like subwoofers.
When are you guys wanting to start this deal on John's box?
I've got everything we can start it as soon as we finish what we need to do on mine.
Okay. I got stuff.
Mine comes.
I got glue I know you got screws. I got construction adhesive. I got them 2x6s we can use for bracing, and then you got 1-inch MDF and stuff, right?
I got the wood. I got the ports.
I got the paint too to paint it.
You got the paint. Oh, that's what I meant to grab when I was at your house today, dude. I wanted to grab that black.
The paint?
Yeah, not the paint. The plasti dip.
Oh, the plasti dip. Yeah.
I want to paint that brown cardboard. It does look pretty bad in that back window.
Yeah, we can paint it.
Do I need to bring
I
the
really
table
just
saw?
Nah. My yard don't really have a good place to set up a table saw safely.
You need
Okay.
somewhere super level.
Yeah,
And
that makes sense.
man, I cut pretty damn good with a circular saw.
Mm-hmm.
What in the hell?
Mew.
Sorry.
I don't know if I
bud.
answer it, if it'll take me out of here.
It will. We're about to
And it
wrap
would-
up here in a minute anyway.
Yeah, it wouldn't let me add him back in.
I don't know. Maybe it only lets 3 people in at a time whenever because one of us is on the computer.
Yeah. Or maybe, well, I was going to say,
I don't know, dude.
maybe
'Cause
we'd,
I've done Facebook calls before where we had like 6 people in there. So
yeah, me too. That shit gets crazy. Do we still have anybody watching?
yeah, there's 4 people watching right now.
Do we have any questions from anybody watching?
If you guys have any questions that you want answered, or just really anything that you want to say, period, now's the time to do it. Put it down in the comments. If not, shit, give me a thumbs up down in the comment. Like the video, share it.
We appreciate all you guys hanging out with us. We know it wasn't that great. It was kind of a flyby tonight. We didn't have a chance to really prepare.
Yeah.
Jordan had his little car issue, and
Yeah, and if you guys are just joining, we was a little late tonight. Mike, Boombox Mike ended up driving up here early this afternoon. I actually made a mistake. I was running wire through the firewall. I went to poke a hole in one of the grommets to run wire through and accidentally hit some of the wires in the harness, and my headlights wasn't working, my alarm system wasn't working, and we had to fix that today. And by the time we got all that done and Mike got back home and got ready to do the podcast, it was already 8:30 or so. So we did start a little late, and I mentioned it earlier, but I don't know if everybody that was on here then is still here. I did.
Thank you guys for hanging out. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for kicking it with us. And another thing, I did put the affiliate link for Big Jeff Audio down in the comment section. You click on that link at checkout, use code AudioK5. It's going to get you 5% off of your order. And then also don't forget about the Tip Top app that's inside of the Big Jeff Audio. Like I said before, if you got an old phone, computer, old stereo stuff, even old car audio stuff that you want to trade in for a discount, they got some pretty cool stuff going on with that. So don't forget about the Tip Top. Use Audio K5 for the promo code, and the link is in the description of the comments. Thanks again, everybody, for joining. We love you guys more than a fat kid loves chocolate cake on his birthday.
Hey, John, you want to shout out your YouTube page and your how to get a hold of you or where they can catch your videos at?
Yeah, go ahead and tell them, bro.
I think it's called Bass Caddy. To be honest with you, I'm not too sure. Bass Caddy on YouTube.
You guys go check out Bass Caddy on YouTube. We'll double check with that with John, and if it's right, I'll leave the link in the comments of the video for everybody.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problemo.
Thank you guys for inviting me on the podcast and for
You're
all
welcome,
the help.
buddy.
Yeah,
Appreciate
man. We do them every Friday in between 7 and 8 o'clock. So if you want, man, we'll have you on here whenever you want, dude.
We'll try and get you back on here. Yep.
All right, guys. I'm gonna
No
end it.
audience questions?
No, ain't no. I mean, there's still people on there, but nobody's asking anything.
All right. We appreciate y'all. I appreciate you guys. Have a good night.
Yep. You guys remember, like, comment, subscribe, share the video. We greatly appreciate it. You guys have a good night, and we'll see you on the next video. Peace out. See you guys later.
Keep banging.
Yeah, keep on banging, baby. Later, John. Appreciate it,
Later,
brother.
John.
See you,
Later.
Mike.
See you, Mike.
Thanks again, everybody, for hanging out with us tonight. I will see you guys on the next one.